Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Just mine is quick observations. One is I want to thank the two senators for bringing this bipartisan adjournment motion. Mr. Speaker, Senator Mundigi, which I don't agree with what he said about splitting park, and Senator Ediokech. Mr. Speaker, I would have wished, and I want to appeal today, my colleagues, that let us discuss this motion with the intention of bringing solutions. It will not benefit all of us to do name calling. I agree with Senator Lomenen when it says the president, and I want to assure the House that Dr. William Ruto's government has said he will put an end to abuse of law, lawlessness, insecurity across the country. You heard him say in Samburu that this is the government that will put to end the issue of cattle rustling and banditry. Mr. Speaker, as we talk, in North Rift, the guns have gone silent, and we hope it remains the same. Mr. Speaker, in Turkana, I want to agree that disarmament and even distribution of NPR, we should not arm one community against one another. Mr. Speaker, they must agree when they are giving out national police reservists, they ensure they balance the interest so that they don't arm other communities against other through NPR, Mr. Speaker. And I hope the Minister, Professor Kithure Kindiki, when you look at principles of national security under Article 238, the national security in performing their functions and exercising their powers, national security organs shall respect the diverse culture of communities within Kenyans. Mr. Speaker, Professor Kithure Kindiki used to sit there. He was the majority leader. They say real statesmen and leaders are met during time of crisis. I am a neighbor to Kisumu and Kericho. But what is happening in Sondu is unfortunate. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, if you see, and we must investigate, Senator Kalwala has said something, which we are saying if some of these clashes that is on Sondu is politically motivated, Professor Kithure Kindiki must tell us. Is it coincidence when the president normally visits Nyanza, there must be tribal clashes at Sondu? Possibly yes. Because of political interest of trying to paint the president in bad light while he's touring Nyanza. You saw in July when he went to Nyanza, Mr. Speaker, tribal clashes happen spontaneously. When he's now traveling tomorrow to Nyanza, Mr. Speaker, it has been spontaneously, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm saying if...
Senator Osotsi, what is your point of order?
All my time.
Mr. Speaker,
I will deal with you.
My good neighbor, Senator Cheragei, has claimed that every time the president goes to Nyanza, there are clashes in Sondu. Is it in order to say that? Because we know that clashes in that area has been on for many years. Even the days of President Moi, people were fighting. And then William Ruto was not the president. Is it in order to say that the president visit to Nyanza is what triggers the clashes in Sondu?
Senator Cheragei, Senator Cheragei, Senator Cheragei, that's exactly what you said. So I would ask you to withdraw.
I said if, and the answer can bear me witness. I'm willing to look at the answer. I said, is it possible? You know, we need, some of us went to good schools of English, Mr. Speaker. Is it possible? Mr. Speaker, I have said, is it possible? Can you take control of the Senator
be heard in silence?
I don't know why he's getting excited. But the point I'm trying to make, Mr. Speaker, the point I'm trying to make, Mr. Speaker,
Senator Wambua Enoch, what is your point of order?
Speaker, I am listening to Senator Cheragei with more than passing interest. When he started very well. He had advised us that we should debate this matter with the intention of getting solutions. And I thought he would pursue that line. You know, now the route that he's taking, I don't know what solution we're going to get out of this. To imply that the clashes are politically aligned with the visits of the president is to be mean with the truth. Because he knows very well that these things happened even long before William Ruto became president. So can we just go back to line and debate this matter with an intention of bringing solution? By the way, through you, Mr. Speaker, Senator Cheragei needs to know that there are people that have lost their lives. People are dead. It's not a matter that we bring here and start politicizing. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator. What is your point of order, Eddie?
Mr. Speaker, I'm standing under the point of order 101 because I've seen the mischief of Senator Cheragei and of course the previous senator who had talked about this use of if. This House anticipated that kind of cheekiness, and that is why we have got standing order number 101. Because when you use the word if, you are implying, you are imputing, and you know even in the sense that somebody says that they went to better school. Cheragei, if I tell you the school that I went to, Senator Cheragei, you might want to go back to school. You cannot use the word if with the intention of trying to impute improper motive on some members of members of parliament in the entire parliament. And that is what Cheragei is doing. So, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to urge you that perhaps you rule, because the word if is a very difficult word for Cheragei to use. Perhaps you rule that he should not impute and use the word if with the intention of imputing improper motive on other parliamentarians, not only in this Senate, but also in the National Assembly. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Eddie. Senator Cheragei, the use of the word if